check where the party was at. Roaming around without any trouble, I began to ask everybody I met, singing, just a shot away from the corner where I used to play with my friends as a kid. I saw a man with a pulled up collar playing banjo with an invisible stick, singing, sing now,
Hello guys, welcome to Monday. Today is Monday of a long weekend. It's the last day that I have a chance to get done all of the things that I plan to do this long weekend. But before I get to that, let me show you the difference, the mess of one goat in the morning versus 3 goats in the morning. Pretty consistent. But also let's take a look and see if our goats are actually using the potty pans that we made in our goat stall. Recently I cleaned all the shavings, all the hay, all the straw out of a few of our stalls, and it created these little potty pans to see if I could potty train our goats. And if you guys can tell, there is a whole lot of pee in there. That's just one goat. And over here in the 3 goats, in the 3 goat stall, you'll see there is a whole lot of pee, even a lot of poop. That's a lot of pee. That is super easy for me to clean out each day, add more shavings. It's a lot easier than trying to sweep out that whole stall. I'm loving the system. I do like the look of a nice cozy stall with lots of shavings, but goats are a lot of work. And if I don't want to stay down here cleaning stalls all summer long, especially because we have horse stalls to do, then I have to make it workable for all of us. So we have a potty pan system and it is working. I'm so excited. They did pee on the ground a couple of times the first couple of days, and then they figured it out and now they use the pans. Another thing before I get started in today's video, look at her. Do you guys know who that gorgeous long looking goat is? That's Toffee. If you remember, I almost bred her earlier in the season because I wanted to do a split breeding season. That's where you breed them in the fall and in the spring. So you split up the does and you have babies all year round, and then you have milk all year round. I'm super excited to do it. And then I backed out at the last minute because I felt like she was too small. Lots of Nigerians as small as her, as short as her, but she was really short in the body. And ever since then, after I decided not to do it, she's grown like at least this much in the back end. Her whole back end is growing. She is a yearling, and she still has about another year of growth before she's full grown. But I'm really proud of the fact that she's actually lengthening in the back end. I swear, she used to end right here. She used to end, this is where her tail was, like just a few short months ago. And she's actually growing. This weekend I had a list of things that I wanted to get done before the weekend is finished. Every single day I've tried to complete my tasks. I got distracted. I got distracted by baby goats screaming. I got distracted by how cute baby goats are. How adorable and cuddly they are. I got distracted by baby goat cuddles. I got distracted by Sophie spending time with her horse. It made me want to spend time with my horse. But not today, you guys, not today. Today I am going to resist, all the temptations, and I'm gonna get all the work done that I need to get done. So here's a list of the things that I have to get done. I wanted to finish planting the garden, so I finished planting the garden yesterday. I wanted to have a fire with my family because it's a long weekend. I had a fire with my family for the long weekend. I wanted to brush the horses. We got the horses brushed. I wanted to do a change of diet for our one goat who is feeding 3 large babies at the moment and losing weight. So I researched and bought a different kind of grain that I could add to her current grain that will hopefully help her gain back the weight that she needs to remain healthy. I wanted to buy plants for Sophie's new garden that we created last weekend and let her plant it. We completed that as well. The things that I want to get done by the end of this weekend that are still on my list to do: to strip this stall completely bare. This is Blossom's stall. I want to clean it completely and make it the way that the other stalls are. with no shavings, just a potty pan. I also want to strip this stall. I don't know if this is an optional. If I still feel good after I stripped Blossom's stall, then I'll strip this stall. I want to add a bunch of shavings, make this super cozy. This is our nursery stall, so I don't want to take everything out and just make a potty pan. I want it to be cozy for them. But that stall might have to wait till next week. Plus, I have to still plan to make a blueberry bush garden and a raspberry bush garden. I still have to make them and plant our blueberry bush and our raspberry bush. I have a few things that are on the list of things that I want to do, but that's going to be a whole nother video. Wait until you guys see the pond that Sam designed for our little mini ducks. It is hilarious. But anyway, let's get started. It is 8:30 a.m. Sam and I are the only ones up, and I'm ready to knock some of these things off my list before lunch.
I turn around and wave to a kid who is running on his bike. Another day to spend doing nothing, just wait until the night. And if to find salvation is the only thing to do, you don't have to look no further, 'cause I'll take care of it for you. I'll take care of it for you. Why do I have to be so humble when the rest of the world doesn't care about a thing? It's such a waste of a generation due to nothing about the condition we're in. Saying, sing now, I turn around and wave to a kid who is running on his bike. Another day to spend doing nothing, just wait until the
Crazy thing happened. This little chicken was gone this whole entire morning. I didn't see her one single time. I was freaking out, you guys. If you don't know, that little chicken is a very beloved chicken. She chooses to live with the goats. She won't live with the chickens. In the wintertime, we force her to live with the chickens because it's simply not safe. But I still have panic attacks all the time that she's just gonna go missing one day. So when I went down this morning, I didn't find her. Freaked out. I was prepared to tell Sophie that our beloved chicken is gone, and then now she just shows up. It's been an hour and a half, and she just shows up. I'm really thankful she showed up, though. Hey, listen, this is not your bedding. Get out. Get out.
night. And if to find salvation is the only thing to do.
Another thing that I have on my list of chores to get done, among many others, is a new goat structure for the girl goats. So Sam is working hard on that this morning. Super excited.
You don't have to look no further, 'cause I take care of it for you. If to find salvation, it's the only.
If you're thinking that it's not that big of a job to muck a stall that's been overwintered with the deep litter method, I go crazy on the deep litter method. I just throw so much straw in there because I want my goats to be warm, especially when they have babies. This is like a lot of, it's mucking it out isn't that big of a deal. All right, it is. It gets heavy. But dragging these up to the poop pile is so much work. Not even done yet, and they're already on it. Always have help when there's goats around. Who would have thought? Sam beat me. He absolutely beat me. The goats can all climb up on this little table. We got all of our feeders hung back up again. If you don't know, we put the boy pig out here one day and he ripped half of the feeders down. We still have a feeder over there and another one on the other side. As you guys know, goats are not always super friendly and to each other. So now they have a space that they can go underneath in the sun and in the heat. Look at my hands. In the sun and in the heat, and they can get away from other goats if they need to, and the queen bees can all lay up on top if they want. Posy has a spot to go. Our little barn chicken can go under there if she wants. Super cute. Thank you, Sam. Good job. Now all I need is a potty pan for my one stall. You want to eat first? Because I'm starving.
don't know. I'm not that hungry. When I work, I'm not that hungry.
Oh my gosh. Working makes me hungry. Comment below. Do you get hungry when you're working, or do you not crave food at all when you're working? The goats were all afraid of the sound of Sam working, so they're all over there hiding. Look at her. I'm still undecided if I'm going to breed her. I saw a post today online where someone said that they had 3 small goats and all of them had birthing problems, and so I don't know. I'm going to wait and see how she grows this summer and then decide. Cricket, on the other hand, she's looking really good. If you guys can tell, the food is really helping with Blossom. Also, I've been taping her teats, and the babies didn't get, and I've been checking to see how long it took for the babies to get it off. They got them off at 1:30, so they're going from like 7 o'clock at night until 1:30 in the afternoon with no milk. Slowly weaning is the only way to do it, you guys. Queen bee, that's the boss of our herd right there. That is not the boss of our herd right there. I don't know how we did it. It is 2 p.m. and another project marked off our list, and this is a huge one. Another potty pan inside an empty stall. Unfortunately, I didn't get underneath there or underneath there, but it's okay. Every morning when I come down and I sweep out the stalls, I get a little bit more and a little bit more each time. I'm just happy to have a nice fresh stall that is easy to clean each day so it doesn't build up over time. That job alone took 4 hours. All the littles are loving the new feeding table. They love it. Posey over there loving the grass. That's just how she gets fat. She's eating all that grass out there. The grass is almost taller than her. Those potty pans are actually shockingly, they hold a ton of shavings. So they each take a full bag of shavings when I fill them. And then over the course of about a week, I have to add another whole half of a bag of shavings. We have 3 girls in this stall, so they pee a ton. But I'm so proud and impressed that they're not peeing anywhere else. They're just peeing in their potty box. So if you've been counting, that is 2, I haven't been counting. That's 2 big jobs off my list for this weekend. And I only have 1 big job left to do. I'm going to go and have lunch with my family, and then get to planting. All this came from Blossom's stall. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 wheelbarrows. All of that. Look at it. That is a lot of hay. We really don't have a good place to plant the blueberry and the raspberry bush. And so we walked around the property, we walked around the house, and I found this little area right here, and it literally looks like something was already dug up here and something was dug up here. I'm just going to throw them in here along the house and see how they do. I also found this little tool in the barn, and I've been using it everywhere.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that could.
Change of plans. The reason nothing's growing there is because this area, this is all rock. So I'm going to try and stick them in right here and see what happens.
Break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my bullshit till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door.
Second guessing my choice. It's really rocky and gross there. But I like this area because it gets a really good afternoon sun. I have this little dirt pile over here for the grandkids to play in. It's like their sun, their sandbox. And the chickens think it's theirs. Even though I threw all this stuff in here so I could cut the grass, they still found a spot. All right, what do you guys think? Where am I putting these? Also, sadly, Sophia's chickens, or our chickens, like Sophia's flowers. We're lost.
stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours, and now we're singing. I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got
All right, so I was determined to get them in over in this section because this has the most afternoon sun. I'm going to just give them some water. The raspberry bush is looking a little down, but actually now that I have it here, I think I'm just going to plant them all along this whole thing. Sam, we need to get more. See the difference over here? We went from sun to shade, and unfortunately this is where my vegetable garden is. So the higher up it is, the more sun it is, which is good, which is why I plant all my most important veggies up here, and probably why my squash didn't do so good last year. So unfortunately this is the only spot I have left on the farm for strawberries. Strawberries! Whoops, strawberries are going in here. I also weed whacked all along here. I'm going to do it a little bit better along the fence line, and I'm also going to dig a little trench around my garden. I don't know if you guys are noticing how much energy I have this year compared to last year. So I put my little shovel here to show above there, that whole section up there are all carrots because Sophie wanted carrots. I'm done. I did it. 3 days. So many projects, huge projects. Like cleaning those stalls was a huge project, and I did it. We did it as a family. The girls came down and they helped me with the stall. They took some stuff to the poop pile. But yep, it's done, you guys. Am I done with this property? No, we still have so many things left to do. I still have to redo the chicken coop. I'm going to clean up the chicken coop better. I'm going to do some work in the horse barn. I want to redo the whole entire front garden. This is a mess. I have to clean the horse paddock, the winter paddock. I'm going to wait until they go out onto grass, which will probably be not this coming week, but next week. And we're building the duck pond of my dreams. Maybe not some of your guys' dreams, but it is super cool. Sam found it. He's going to build it. We still have a lot left to do on this farm, but we knocked a lot of stuff out of the park on this weekend. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Some company here. You see her? We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be taking a break tomorrow. Not a full break, but I won't be doing so many projects. I like to keep all my big projects for the weekend when everybody's home. For today's video, thank you guys for watching. Hope if you had a long weekend this weekend, I hope you had a fabulous long weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Don't you know that you're